I found a new love language, the sixth dark love language.
Yeah.
Guess what it is?
What is it?
Violence.
Violence. Crazy.
And I believe you can find love through violence.
Yeah.
It's like physical impact. You say it's called, but no. The desire to, I won't really say cause harm, but to switch up the situation, your thought, by applying pressure, like through feelings. You can communicate through sight, hearing, touch, feeling.
I feel like that's if you're getting attached to the actual concept of like violence, though, because I saw that's the same thing that you can't fall in love with.
I would say this because I'm a tissue engineer, so I studied cells. So our body, on the cellular level, lives in violence.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh, yeah,
when bacteria comes, yes, so in our nature we have violence at the cellular level,
at the most basic level.
At the most basic level.
Yeah.
Our nucleus has violence in its DNA.
Yeah.
And you're telling me to not believe that I can find love in violence. But then, like you said, frequency. If you're not on the same frequency, leads to war.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But then if you're on the same frequency, then that's peace technically.
Hopefully, because you can be on the same, because life is transient. It's not just gonna stay, it's gonna fluctuate.
Yeah.
Because situations come which change frequency.
Yeah. Of course.
In a perfect world, yes, you can be.
You can't just like
you can't be so peaceful.
To be on the same frequency, you have to be very conscious about wanting to be on the same frequency.
Yes.
Because if things come, obviously everything in this world that comes to us has its own different frequency, which is prone to altering your own frequency as much as you dwell in it. You get me? So I do feel like if you want to maintain the same frequency as a person, you do have to consciously make that decision. Like, yes, I want to stay on this frequency. Oh, this situation that's coming has its own different frequency. This is a negative frequency. I don't want to stay on the same positive frequency, and hence I won't consciously let that situation sort of disrupt the frequency down. You get that kind of thing. I feel like that's the only way you can actually consciously keep yourself on that level of vibration type of thing. So I guess that's technically what it is. That's why when people say, "Oh yeah, shit, I don't let this situation affect me," type of thing. Like, I feel like that's just a more technical way of saying it. If you put it in
yes, it is a more technical because, for example, someone comes with despair. Yeah. That's a different frequency, and you may be on a high. Maybe you just washed your car or you just did laundry. So you're excited. I did laundry, like clean clothes, like. Not the first stage of laundry, the last stage of laundry. Yeah. Like you've ironed, everything is now your wardrobe. You even take a picture and you post it online. Then someone comes and complains, "Oh, someone broke into my car." That's on a different frequency. Yeah. Even it's like now, I would say before you even.
Obviously, that's a whole altering frequency.
That's daily. That's daily life. You have those frequencies every day.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. Like everything that comes off across to you has different frequencies. Yeah. It's just up to you to make that conscious decision to not want to indulge in that frequency or unconsciously allow the situation to take control over you. You get that kind of thing, and then now you're on the same frequency as that situation that has just approached you. You understand what I'm saying?
I would even say you can create the frequency. Yeah. For example, it's like as an engineer, they teach us to problem solve. Yeah. So there's a problem. When you solve the problem, you change the frequency.
Yeah, of course.
Because the problem has vanished.
Of course.
If you understand what, there's, like you said, listening to problems, just venting on problems, as opposed to looking for ways to turn these problems upside down into solutions.
Because you can switch the frequency.
Yes, you can.
Like, the thing is, obviously, and I feel like that's such a fascinating thing about life because, bro, like love and hate are basically the same thing, just on two different ends of the spectrum.
Yes, it's like when you say
it's the same frequency,
it's the same coin,
higher, just different sides.
Different sides, yeah.
Type of the thing, and it's up to you to flip that coin. It's up to you to tune into a higher frequency type of thing. The higher you go, the more lovelier you get. The lower you go, the more horrible, the more hatred that you have. You get what I'm saying?
I agree, and I'll put that into like equilibrium. I won't even say balance. I'll say equilibrium. not equality, but it's like something they don't equal each other, but when they are together, there's peace. If that makes any sense.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang. Something.
That's life basically. Like
Basically,
the good in the bad and the bad in the good.
Yes.
All coming together, but it has to be balanced.
There has to be balance. They don't. Yeah.
If shit is unbalanced, then definitely
it is quite.
You can't walk.
It's quite vague, and I believe it needs to be that vague.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that easy for you to comprehend life.
Yeah. I can't, it shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be.
And that's why I feel like when bad situations happen to human beings, like as a species, when bad situations do come across to us, like obviously I hate to say this, obviously I'm not perfect. You get me? Like that's the kind of mindset I like to hold. Like whenever I remember that kind of mindset, obviously it just gives me the upper hand in situations when they happen. But it's like I do feel like human beings do fail to realize whenever tough situations come that everything can't all be all rosy, it can't all be good though. You know
the selfishness of humanity.
It can't all be good at all. Like these bad situations need to happen.
They need to happen,
They need to happen just so you can enjoy your fruitful life, so you can appreciate when the better things do happen.
Yes.
That's what brings the balance.
Well,
that happiness.
For example, it's like when you ask someone, what are you? I'm a 10. We're all 10s. If you're all 10s, we can appreciate you. Because that's the average.
Mm-hmm.
The top is the average. It's no longer the top because it's the average.
Yeah.
So that means there needs to be 6s, 2s, 0s.
So that when you see that 10, you
appreciate it.
You can tell the difference. You understand? You can distinguish and say, "Oh fuck, this is a 10. Nigga, this is a 5.
This is a 5.
You understand? Shit, I know what I'm talking about. You get me? So
they all have their value, and sometimes we're so simple and we just maybe it's our inability to appreciate two things at the same time. You have to focus on one thing at a time. We're not on that dimension of frequency to be able. There was one Japanese manga I was reading, comic. There was a master. He was speaking to his daughter and his student at the same time, and they're like, "We understand you." And I'm just like, on writing, on drawing, it could be easily done, but just putting that into my mind, like. Someone is on the frequency to speak, but two people are listening to two different things.
That's double perception, bro.
That was like the understanding or the attempt to try to get there. Yeah. There is a frequency, and
at the end of the day, nothing is impossible.
With your mind, nothing is impossible. I believe that with your mind.
It's just that there's certain times where there's just crazier things that is there to be thought about. Your mind is just not broad enough.
No, your mind is not. Well, I would say your mind is not built to perceive the universe.
Yeah, of course.
Not even your own thoughts. Like, not even to forget the universe. To perceive your own thoughts, it is not big enough.
Yeah, of course.
Before we go to the universe.
You know how much? Bro, like, I saw this statistics. It's about 400 million thoughts going into your mind per second. Your mind chooses to filter about 4,000, and it's only the amount, the particular thoughts now that you're thinking about at the moment
that make it
that your mind is able to actually give to you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So there's about 400 million. Your mind filters about, let's say, 400k type thing, and then now it's just the few ones now that your mind is being able to actually show to you at the time for you to actually think. And those thoughts, they're not even stable thoughts. You understand? Because they come and then they go. You understand? So that's why I feel like it's crazy, man. It's actually crazy.
Bro, it's just like spermatozoa now. It's like millions go and just one.
So when people were telling, when people start to say, "Oh shit, like your life